Sometimes you just have to die a little inside in order to be reborn and rise again as a stronger and wiser version of you. Hey, what's up, guys? We are back with another episode of the JDT podcast. And this episode is all about rising again. Numerous times we end up in positions where we have two options. Those options are to lie there and take it and accept your defeat and fall short of your goals, your dreams, everything that you wished and prayed for in your life. Or your secondary option could be to sit there and pull yourself together. Think about all the hate, the motivation, and all of the factors that you have installed within you to get back up and dust yourself off and rise again. Power that we have within ourselves can be so undetermined when you don't know about the strength that it takes for you to push yourself back up off of the ground to where you may feel as if you're down, you're hurting, you're in pain, you're numb. All of the things that you've gone through in life are laying on top of you, attempting to weigh you down, but you still make the best effort and try to take and strive and put your best foot forward in an attempt to rise up again. We can sit here and choose to lay there and accept defeat, but your true power and those who know their true powers accept the fact that they may be down right now, but never give up the fact knowing that they are going to rise again. I think about a phoenix and the symbol or the sign that it represents as to how something that can go into an ash or dust and transform itself into a fiery furnace, basically, and lift itself up and rise again and spread its wings and fly. And we have to have that phoenix within us. It has to be within your heart, within your soul, and in your mind and in your brain, to where whenever you at first may fail or you don't see your success immediately, you do not fail. You don't let it hold you back. You don't let it stop you from getting to your end goal, which is your success, your goals, your everything that you want in life. You do not let your shortcomings hold you back or restrain you and detain you and keep you in a position of a loss. You have to be so, I guess we could say, prideful or so full of yourself to know that you cannot let you down, regardless of what you've been told in the past and regardless of the things that people may have said to yourself and even the things that you've told yourself. You cannot allow those moments to hold you back and keep you pinned down onto the ground because of the simple fact you know what you have within yourself. There are times that even I am guilty of not realizing what I have, the power that I have, the strength that I have to be able to get up, until I just attempted to hoist myself off of the ground and dust myself off and prepare to go back into war or to prepare to just take on whatever challenge or the battle head on and enjoy and endure whatever it is that I know I need to complete in order for my success to follow through. Numerous times where I may sit back and want to give up, I may want to quit, even when I'm facing a challenge, even when I may feel as if I have no reason to get up. And it seems so easy to just lay there and sit back and just accept the defeat, because that is merely the easiest thing to do. It takes more energy. It takes more will, more drive, more force and power to be able to press yourself up and get up again, even when all of the odds are are placed against you. Even when you've been told numerous times that you are not going to be able to do this. People from where you're from are not supposed to be able to do this. You're not supposed to be in this position to be able to even eye success. But you don't let those things stop you. In fact, those are the moments when you must force yourself and push yourself to go even harder, because that's when you are on the edge. That's when you're on the brink of success. You are going to grasp it. You're going to obtain these things. But first, you have to see yourself getting back up, with regardless of whatever challenges that you face at the time or the challenges that you may have seen in your life. You're not there anymore. You have to push yourself up. One thing that me and my mom always, we'll talk about with each other is being thankful that we don't look like what we've been through. There are numerous people in the world today that have gone through so much shit where they can't even express it as to how they've been in challenges and positions to where they may have felt as if all of the odds were against them, but they never allowed those odds to count them out or to even count themselves out or to keep them pinned down to where they could not rise back up. They've been beaten, chewed up, spit on, pissed on, everything, to where as if they might have felt even beneath the dirt that's on the ground. But they never allowed that to stop them because of the mere fact that they knew that the fire that they had within them was burning too hot. It was lifting too much. It was giving them a driving factor or a motivational factor and force that they could not turn off. It kept them up at night. It kept their minds racing. And still, it would not cut off. They could not get rest. They could not stop their challenge. They wanted greatness so bad. They wanted their success so bad that nothing that anyone did to them would stop them. It could not hurt them anymore. Because once you take someone who's been through hell and come back, they've become a different breed, a different person. They've set their embarkment on glory and success and greatness. And all of these things, the powers that they have within them, the strength, the courage, all of this energy, the positive energy that they have within them will not stop them even after they obtain success, because of the fact that they know what it felt like when people would pee on them, when people would throw items at them, when people would talk down on them, when they would try to force their shit onto them by talking down at them. One thing that people will never see is what's in you at first, until you end up showing it. Always keep your cards and your deck in your hand and hold on to it. Keep your strength in you. Don't allow someone else's negative energy just because they can't do a task or complete the same goal that you may be on as well. You cannot allow someone whose hatred or hurt because they're pinned down to be able to pin you down. Those are people that you have to get out of your life. Those are the ones that we must stay away from because they're pinned down. So now they are going to attempt to pin you down and hold you down. And even if you get back up while trying to keep these people in your life, they are going to continue to pull you back in and be restraining you and trying to hold you back from getting to your next level. Not everybody is meant to go to the top with you. Not everybody has the skills or the mindset or the talent to be able to carry on and follow you throughout your life. People are in your lives for reasons and seasons. Some are there to, in fact, help you grow in life. And they're not, just because they help you grow does not mean that they're supposed to be there with you 24/7 for the rest of your life. That just means that, hey, everybody has a timestamp. They were there for that period, but they cannot even imagine the the levels that you are going to go to. They can't go with you on every journey because of the fact that they don't have the capacity to follow you. They don't have the strength or the levels of fitness to go with you on your journey. Everybody has their own life. Even if you are someone where you have a best friend or a sibling, a twin, or whatever, you still have to live your own life. Everybody's going to face their own challenges. It's on you to step up to the plate and look at your challenges face to face and let your challenges know that you're not going to be defeated, regardless of how many of them come at you at once, regardless of how heavy it is, regardless of how hard it may be to press it off of you. You will not be defeated. You cannot even think about defeat. You have to be so wrapped up in your emotions and your time and your mind that anytime somebody says, oh man, you're not going to make it, you look at them and say, thank you. You're still thanking them, because at the end of the day, I look at that as a challenge, and you take that challenge and body it, destroy it. Never allow someone else's shortcomings or failures to become your shortcomings and your failures. There are numerous people in the world to this day who wish for better health, to be more physically fit, or to have their dreams and goals come true of owning their own businesses or wanting life to just get better for them. But those same people are also the ones who aren't taking steps towards doing that. Instead, they're letting their additional weight hold them down. They're allowing their goals or outside influencers to tell them, like, you know what, this is not the right time to be attempting to open up a business. This is not the right time to be trying to go back to school because you're too old. Or this is not the right time to attempt to start a career in your dream field. This just isn't the right time. Well, when is the right time going to come? If that's the case, if we have to wait for the right time to come before we decide to lift ourselves up and push ourselves to going into a different position, we're going to be waiting for the rest of our time. And once you get into that moment to where you're willing to wait because someone had the audacity to tell you that it's not the right time, that's when you start to simmer yourself down and hold your own self back. You're restraining yourself and you're killing your motivation. You're killing that fire. You're starting to turn back into an ash. But once you get that phoenix mentality and you understand that although you've been beaten down before into an ash, although you've been stomped on, although you've been punched, knocked out, killed, beaten numerous times, you can allow people at that moment in time to beat you down, but you will always rise back up with that fire, that furnace, that burning sensation that's going to keep you up and keep you motivating. And then once people who saw you while you were at that ash stage see you turn into that fireball, that strong power, that moment and that person as to someone who will not be denied, who has a relentless hunt for their success and their power and their gain, their personal gain and knowledge and life, they're going to see you as a different person. You're now a light force. You are now a strong symbol of success of your life and the will to not quit. We always fall victim to a statement such as, oh, well, I don't feel like it. I don't have the energy or the motivation to go out and do this. Well, sometimes you have to be your own energy. You have to be your own motivation. You have to push yourself into these moments to where you can step right into it. You know for a fact that at the end of each and every day, you are going to walk into a moment where you have to shine. You have to shine because you're depending on you, or you may have a child who's depending on you, or if your family is depending on you. But at the end of the day, you are dependent of yourself. You have to ensure that regardless of whatever comes at you, it cannot stop you. Lift yourself up. Push yourself. Motivate yourself. You don't have to have any form of motivation. You are your motivation. You're everything that you needed. Regardless of what was told to you as a child, regardless of what's being told you at your job, all of the people and the naysayers in the background saying X, Y, and Z about how you shouldn't do this or why you're not the person for this position. After a while, all of these no's are going to turn into yeses. You are going to be your yes. You have to understand and believe that you are going to be your answer. Don't find an answer, be the answer. Make your way. Stop allowing things that do not matter and the things that you've already went through to be in your mind and live in your mind as a reason as to why you don't deserve happiness or as a reason as to why you don't deserve this success, and get up and get moving. Because at the end of the day, you're stronger than those hard times that you went through. You're better than those hard times that you went through because you're still here. We tend to forget that we are still here through everything that we've gone through all of the shit, the pain, the heartache, the hurt, the hatred, the people who told us no, the ones who closed their doors in our faces in a moment where we felt like we needed them, but we didn't realize that all we needed at the end was ourself. All you need is yourself. Never become dependent on on anyone else. Depend on yourself. Be your answer. Tell yourself that you know that you are strong enough. You're not looking at all like what you've been through. You're more powerful than any deficit you've ever faced, any opposition, any opposing force or factor that you've ever gone through, because you're still here. You did not allow it to destroy you. You did not allow it to tear you down. Even if it knocked you off of your feet to the point to where you collapsed and fell, you did not let that stop you, because again, you are still here. We tend to forget how powerful we have been in the past. And the crazy part about our past, is that after making it through your past and still being here to this day, you have even more strength that you have yet to even find. It's so many stories as to those who had given up because of words from someone else. Those who lost their lives because of how they were treated by someone or groups of people. And a constant battle and fight within oneself because they didn't know their own power or potential. Don't fall victim to not knowing your power or potential. Don't ever fall victim to those who may talk about you. Don't ever fall victim. Don't even allow them the time of day to those who try to keep you pinned down and suppressed against your own will, holding you back from your success. And everybody is not able to come with you on your journey, because this is merely just your journey. You have to understand that not everyone will be able to go to the peak or the mountaintop or climb the ladder with you. You must know that your first level, the first force, the first thing that you must do is lift yourself up. If you're an ash, sweep yourself back up. Put yourself into the dustpan, but begin to form and mold yourself and lift yourself and feel that fire as it burns into you as a rage so hot that you cannot lay there. You can't simmer yourself down. You cannot stop yourself. You will find yourself doing things just because you know your will for success, your hunger, your anger, your frustration to be successful, and knowing that you're not at that moment that you want to be is because of the fact of your will to win. You're hot. You're rolling. You're feeling it. You already know what you have within you, but you just have to see it for yourself. You have to understand that at the end of the day, You will not be denied regardless of who tells you what you may feel, what you have been through. You will not be denied. You will lift yourself back up and you will rise again. As always, I want to take this time to thank everyone for tuning in to another episode. Thank you for my supporters. Thank you for everyone who always tunes in. Continue to rise up. Continue to lift yourselves up. Continue to endure your battle because you're not where you used to be. You must understand that you are stronger than ever before. You're better than you were yesterday. You're better than you were last week. You've lifted yourself up from the downfall you took last year and the year before that. And even when you did fall, you got back up. You lifted yourself up. You rose again. Continue to be strong. Continue to be wise. Continue to build yourself into exactly what you want to see and what you dream about each and every day. And as always, let's continue to get better together. Peace.